I'm particularly delighted to be with Senator Warren because it really was her idea and unflagging support of the CFPB that has brought us to this very happy day where we're a step closer to confirming Richard Cordray, which is a giant leap forward for consumer protection in the United States. I had the privilege of working with Chairman Johnson and others on the committee, including my colleague Senator Durbin, who was the majority whip, in making sure that this provision stayed within the mark and that we were able to come to a successful conclusion with Dodd-Frank. But today is a day in which we're really sort of on the verge of standing up and fully authorizing the CFPB. It took us a while to get here, but with a permanent director, we can regulate financial products from non-banks, including debt collectors, payday lenders, and check cashers. In fact, one of the points that we made is this is going to even the playing field. No longer will we have a regulated banking sector and an unregulated non-bank sector that could, in fact, pull in the opposite direction. We're going to have, we hope, consistent regulation that's going to be thoughtful, and I believe that is going to be the case. We have new mortgage rules, stronger oversight of Wall Street, and also the CFPB was organized really to play a major role, along with our other regulators, in preventing financial fraud, protecting responsible financial institutions, and ensuring fair competition. And most of all, and particularly, it was created to protect consumers, protect them by educating them, protect them by regulating financial transactions, and doing that in a way that would provide a transparent marketplace that would benefit both consumers and businesses. Financial education has been one of their key areas of concern. They have been given rulemaking powers to not only educate the public, but also to preempt and head off unfair, deceptive, and abusive financial practices and products. It has already returned more than $425 million to consumers. 6 million consumers have benefited from the CFPB already. And I'm particularly pleased because I worked to incorporate within the CFPB the Office of Service Members Affairs, which is led by Holly Petraeus. And we are paying particular attention to the plight of the men and women of our armed services who many times find themselves, because they're away from home, at the mercy of financial operators who aren't as scrupulous as they should be. I learned that as a lieutenant and a captain in the 82nd M1 Division, counseling troops and trying to write letters to people, dunning them literally for loans they never should have been given in the first place. So that's one thing I'm very, very pleased to see take place. We are going forward with Director Cordray to not only seek input from the public, but also from financial services industry. One of the most refreshing things has been the reception by some business leaders to Richard Cordray, saying he's been fair, he's been transparent, that he has listened to us, that he has made appropriate changes, and that's the kind of regulatory environment that we want to continue. Not only has this Bureau shown it can be effective, but basically what it has done is demonstrated that a transparent, competitive marketplace is good for consumers and is good for businesses. And so we're very pleased today that we're on the verge of this formal confirmation. With that, let me recognize really the visionary who prodded us, inspired us, cajoled us, and today we should recognize her vision, Senator Elizabeth Warren.